just like a really quick rundown, like this does this, this does this, this is for this, just so you can maybe get through the game easier if you're trying to play and you can't read Japanese. It's not going to be everything, just little quick important parts. Anyway, so here we have two buttons. You start the game. Uh, the top button says Hajime Kara, which means start, like start from the beginning, and then Suzuki Kara, which means continue. So we're going to continue. I've already beat the main storyline, and now I'm running around trying to collect yokai and get other events to happen. Okay, at home. So when you get to a certain point in the game, you'll notice these mirrors. You probably know that they're warp mirrors. You just talk to him. He asks you if you want to warp. You say hi, which is yes, and iet, which is no. So hi. There's your list of all the warps you found so far, right? So first we're gonna go do the Gosha for the day. Oops, what am I doing? So go to Omori Jinja. Oh, I can turn my volume up. There, you get pretty music now. Okay. So every day you get a certain allotment of plays that you can have on the Gosha machine, which is this thing right here. And you get, you probably already know how to use this. You get items and yokai from here. And then, so the top one here says use a yokai Gosha coin that you have. Down here you can use your game coins, which are the coins that you earn on your 3DS by walking around and stuff. And Yamaru means stop, which means, like it's the same thing as Modoru, which is just like cancel. So cancel. Or use a coin. I used to have a whole bunch of special coins here, but I've used them all. These are region-specific special yokai ones. You use them to try and get some special rares. And then also there's more colored coins too, but I've used a lot of them. Like the purple ones are, you'll get Bukimi type yokai or whatever. This pink one will be pretty type Purichi. So let's use that one. Oh wait, first of all, let's go back for a second. If you hit X, it will open your yokai pad. Mochimono is your items. Quest. Diary. Nikki Diary, which is where you save. Heruku. Go back over here. Sette, which is settings. Yokai medals. Yokai trade. Medal trade. Taisen, which is the online battles. Tomodachi book list. The G10, that's the dictionary thing. That's also where you go to see if you can create the legend. I'll show you that later, I guess. Bugs, blah, 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 whatever. Also here, down here, right here, I'll use my stylus. Right here, it says Kyon no Gasha, which means today's Gasha. I have 3 out of 3 left to use. Sometimes it'll say more. I've gotten it to say like 10 out of 10, 7 out of 7, 4 out of 4. I don't know what decides that, how many you get. In the previous game, I think it was always just 3. So we can play 3 coins today. So let's use my 1 pink coin, Momo coin. So the light gray ones are just kind of boring items. Well, I mean, they're useful, but it's not anything special. I'm going to turn the music down by going to settings real quick. Right here, kabegami, which means like wallpaper. I have like the this like sakura pattern. You can change it to whatever you like. Let's do a basic soda, cream soda. I can turn my music off. This says ongaku, which is music, and nashi means nothing. So none, 1, 2. So I usually at least keep it down lower. And this is like other sounds. Right, so it turned off like the bug sounds or whatever, and the key clicks. Other stuff that you might want to know. So the quest panel. You have your different types of quests here. Blue ones are generally more major, and the orange ones are like piddly, like can you like fight 3 Yuki-onna or capture me a certain bug or whatever. Here, this panel, story. Okay, and this says that I completed, obviously I completed all the stories, the points in the storyline. And usually, if I was still working on the story, some of these wouldn't be checked off. And so, like, you'd be like, if you went away for a while and you forgot where you were in the story, you can go back and look through the previous points in the story to catch up. But I guess if you can't read, this is pointless for you. Oh, whoops. Go back. Okay. So actually, the important part of this showing you this is that you can pick any of the quests that are currently open. Let's see, Idol Wars. So I click on it, and it's asking me, do I want to turn on the quest navigation? Navi is navi. So it'll tell me where to go. And hi is yes, E is no. So yes. And it's saying now that the navigation, it's going to point me where to go with the blue arrows. Okay? And that's useful. If you can't read at all, you could at least go do that. Pick, okay, see, the golden text here means whenever you see the golden text, it means, okay, I'm done with that. And if you see this kanji, which means middle or, in middle of, so chosen chu, so I'm in the middle of that quest, like it's not done yet. So you can do that. And then you go back out to your map and you see down here there's this arrow. Using my bike. Now, one other thing I should tell you about the arrows actually is it might be telling me to go to like Kamamoto or something. And all it's going to do is say go to the station. And you'll be like, okay, I'm at the station. Where do you want me to go? And it's not going to tell you where to go. And that's where the reading would come in handy. So if you're not sure where it's telling you to go, you're going to have to take the train around to the major locations and get out and see and run around and see if the arrow is pointing you toward a certain area, like, if that's the map you need to be on. And so the other thing that happens is it might want you to go to Kamamoto, because that's, before you beat the game, that's where the time traveling mirror is. So sometimes it'll be like you need to go back in time. So that quest I picked doesn't want me to be here, doesn't care. It wants me to go back into the station here, right? But sometimes you'll see an arrow pointing at this guy, and that means it wants you to go back in time, and then just travel around from there until you figure out where you need to go. I'm trying to think of what else I should show you. Oh, right. Okay. Sometimes you'll get to a certain point where your rank is not high enough, and you need to come see this guy. Okay. The watchmaker guy. And then, like, you'll talk to him, and he'll be like, oh, we can raise your rank, and then he'll send you on to do those quests, and you'll need to do those before you go back to the quest that wanted you to go through a door that was, like, marked A rank or whatever you need. So this guy right here, easy to remember, marked by a clock. Okay, now we're going to do items real quick. Let's see. Alright, so you may or may not know that certain yokai have favorite foods. That part's maybe going to be hard for you if you can't read, but you can use the guidebook to figure it out. You can look online, and then also actually when you're in battle with the yokai, if you put your little pin, it will tell you what it likes.